A live look at Hard Rock Stadium. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the Louisville Cardinals and the Miami Hurricanes. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Well, guys, the Cardinals head coach told me before the game his running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Guys?
Okay, Holly. The Hurricane offense makes its way onto the field to start this game. And here comes Darian Mensah. They were all over him for the entire game last time out. 3 sacks and a couple of picks. Running inside, it's Fletcher. Makes a man miss. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him...
Makes the grab in their space. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. And the Canes with the 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
It'll be 3rd and long. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Well, you love to see this offensively on the first drive of the game. Your quarterback taking a shot down the middle of the defense, finding a guy for a big play.
The run inside. It's Fletcher. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Oh, he's got some space. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. On first down from the 13-yard line. Trying to run, it's Fletcher. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give to the back. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. And the Canes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Here's Brown. Touchdown, Canes! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Louisville's offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. Isaac Brown, a 150-yard, 3-touchdown day while leading his team to victory in their last game. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Picks up the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
On first down, it's Brown again.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. On the draw, it's Brown. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Wants to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Got it behind the line. It's Brown. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. And the Cardinals pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Trying to make magic with his feet. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll give it to Brown. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Gets it out fast. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. A give to Brown. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Cardinals kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run with Brown. And he's in! Touchdown, Cardinals!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They're going to run it.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Quick release by the QB. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. The Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field. Looking for space. It's Fletcher. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. They'll move the tight end. Here's Mensah to throw. Flips it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Under fire. At midfield, he's got room. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
And how about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that 1st down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this 1st. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
They'll go right back to the run. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
And we've already seen it a couple times now. Like, he is more than willing and actually quick. He's quick to get those puppies moving and get out the pocket and go scramble and make a play. If this defense is paying attention, his feet is a big part of this game plan.
Catch in the middle. It's Fletcher. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tip.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. The Cardinals decide to use the 1st of their 3 timeouts. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They evened things up the last time they had it. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Start on the ground with Brown. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got the back over the middle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
That's a great example of him understanding where everybody is on the field, because that wasn't the guy he wanted to throw it to, but he knew he was going to get hit. He had to get rid of it quickly, dumped it off, and he let his guy go make a big play for him.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Louisville calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Cardinals now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he's forced out of bounds and missed his opportunity to get rid of the football. A huge loss forced on the play. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Still on his feet at the 45. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Well, the sack on the last play obviously put them behind the chains. He's doing everything he can on this scramble to try and go and get the first down, but got to give the defense tons of credit. Not only do you get the sack the previous play, but you're able to chase down a pretty athletic guy and now set up fourth.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Here's a heat. They get to him as he throws. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. Just over 20 seconds to play before halftime. They'll have it first and 10. Throwing, Mensah. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. The Canes will go ahead and call that second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. On the run, fires downfield. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to fire. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
That is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports desk. Let's start with Texas, taking on the number 16, the Georgia Bulldogs.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. This injury could play a big factor, Holly. What have you got on it?
Coming out of the locker room, the Cardinals head coach told me they have got to keep an eye on their quarterback. He definitely struggled in that first half. Some of it, though, not his fault. He has taken a lot of hits. I can visually see the wear and tear, bumps, bruises, seeing him with some abrasions. They've got to do a better job protecting him, or we'll see if they make a change. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. At the 35, he's open. He now has 80 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. To the air on first down. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. He'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Hand off for Brown. At the 45 on his way. Got a lot of room to the right. Touchdown, Louisville. They take the lead here in the second half. The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. We're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Fletcher. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. Now on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
He's got his man. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Flips it out in the flat. He stopped at the 15. Not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. The Cardinals will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Not a lot of room to make this catch. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. On the run, it's Fletcher. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
That's just a tremendous individual effort by the defender. He's able to defeat his block and get to the ball and get the ball down on the ground. Very, very nice job.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Mensah unleashes it on the run. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And the Hurricanes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Hey guys, down here on the Louisville sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Cardinals will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Makes a deep grab. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Miami! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And you can tell he trusts his big tight end. Airing the football way down the field, treating him like a wide receiver because you know he's going to go up, make the big play, get you in the end zone, score a touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Bringing the heat. He's got him. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Cardinals line up to punt it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Grabs it in the middle. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Canes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. One final play before the end of the quarter. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's brought down, but this interception, a huge play to end this quarter. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Hand off, Isaac Brown. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
And the Cardinals send out the punt unit. He's got it. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's go down to the sideline and Javi Rowe.
Checking in from the Miami sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
All right, Holly. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running inside, it's Fletcher. Turns it on. Could be an alley. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. And the Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. Not much of a decision to make there, as the defense will move them back. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
On the ground with the counter. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he got it! They take the lead here in the 4th.
And how about that? In the 4th quarter, and you need your kicker to execute a bomb to take the lead. You trust him, and he absolutely delivers.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Brown. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. The Cardinals trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Here comes the heat. Somehow fits it into that traffic. They'll stop him just short of the 1st down marker on the screen. And
And to say he has trust in his running back catching the football is an understatement. I mean, there was two guys on him. Like, he was absolutely covered, but he still makes the play. And he does that a lot, man. He's a game breaker. He's a guy that can make big plays for this offense. If I'm the QB, though, I might be a little bit careful. If they got that many guys on him, I got to be safe with the football.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Escapes the pressure to his right. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and where's that? The defense knows that. Like,
there's a crease. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. We reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done.
Man, there's not a running back in the country that doesn't want to get fed and get fed and get fed, and he has been. He's been fed, and now he's up to 150 yards, so great productive day for this running back.
They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Great place to start for this offense. Smart move to keep it on the ground. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Louisville calls its second timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Cardinals will now use their final timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Now on second down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 4. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Looking left. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown! Not all close games are created equal, but this one